guys, it's Hannah, and I'm the girl that makes the videos on this channel, and we are going to do a Q&A. Please excuse my voice because I, of course, have a cold again. We have a lot of questions, and a lot of people ask similar or the same questions, so I won't be saying your name and I won't be answering all the questions because there were just so many. But if you had a very specific question that I didn't get a chance to answer, I will be going into the comment section of the video where you ask the questions and I will be answering them. Okay, so anyway, let's get started. What do you think of the new quality of AG? Be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of the quality right now, but I have a feeling it'll get better eventually. Oops, I just knocked the camera, I'm sorry. It will get better eventually. I have a doll, well, my first doll actually, I got it in 2007, and she has a zip tie neck, and they went back to the yarn or whatever, neckties, and I have a feeling they'll get back to it. I hope that they will get better soon because I'd like to buy another doll. Who is your favorite Be Forever doll? Probably Mary Ellen? Who do you like better, Leah Clark or Kanani? Leah Clark, I think. If you had to order a salad from any AG doll that ever existed, who would you order from? What about soup? This is from my friend, Peace Love Doll 16, by the way. If I had to order a salad from an AG doll, it would probably be Mary Ellen, right? Because she has the whole diner thing, and she probably makes good salad, I guess, but diner salads can also be pretty nasty. Same goes for soup. So if you had to give up AG and start liking a different company of dolls, which company would you choose? I would probably choose another 18-inch doll company because I'd have a dollhouse for dolls that I couldn't use. And probably dolls with better posing. Like, I'd like for their elbows to move, you know? It's something you really don't notice when you're playing with them, but when you try to film with them and make them talk on the phone, it proves to be difficult. I think, so probably our generation dolls, I think, can bend their elbows. If you could make a custom Lucille Ball doll, would you make her? Definitely, definitely. She would be a really cool doll, I think, with her red hair and everything. If you could get one doll from AG, which doll would you get? I want to get Nanea or Melody next, I think. If you could make any Girl of the Year, who would it be? I really liked Z. I feel like she should have been a Girl of the Year instead of just like a random doll. Like, I liked her story and everything, so maybe something similar. Are you thinking of getting the Girl of the Year, or is she too modern for what you are going with your channel? I really like Luciana, but I think she looks too much like Leah, and I have Leah. She's Melly. Just, you know, they have the thick eyebrows and they have the same skin tone and face mold. Which Be Forever story is your favorite, smiley face? I don't really know the stories. I never really read them, but I like Rebecca. I like all of her stuff. I like that era, you know, and I like that she's, you know, acting and all of that. So probably her. If you could have one doll's entire collection, whose would you choose? Again, I really like Rebecca, but I also really like Samantha's stuff because I guess it's gone now, but her ice cream parlor was really cool. And Mary Ellen because her trailer and all that. If you could design a historical doll, what would her name be, era, and interests? I think it would be cool to have someone similar to Rebecca in, you know, she's trying to go into the theater, but maybe in movies, like so in the 1930s or 40s. And the only reason I'm thinking about this is because I've been listening to an audiobook of Carol Burnett, and she was talking about getting into show business at the beginning, so let's just go with Carol. Also, if you don't know who Carol Burnett is, look her up right now. Just pause this, don't even finish it. I mean, if you don't want to, just look her up. Favorite piece of doll clothing? I really like this shirt that Marie is wearing right now. Ooh, look at my hand. But they don't really wear that often. I have a pink skirt that I put on the dolls a lot, and that's our generation, and I also have a dress that I put on the dolls quite a bit as well that I haven't actually had in a lot of videos. I guess because I put it on them so much when I'm not filming that I feel like, oh, they wear this all the time, they can't wear it in another video. Gosh. How big is your doll house or doll area? I'm not exactly sure how big it is, about 6 feet I would say, and it's in my closet, but each floor is a little bit smaller. They're all different sizes, so the top floor, which is Marie's apartment, is a lot smaller than the bottom floor, which is Trixie and Chrissy's apartment. How long have you been collecting dolls, and how many do you have in all? I've been collecting since 2007, and I have 12 dolls. Would you rather live in your normal house or dollhouse? I really like the style of my dollhouse, but I probably wouldn't want to live in it because, like, there's no bathroom. But I mean, in speaking as if it was a real house, yes, I totally want to live in it. Are there any dolls that you regret getting? So I have Samantha, and she was in the Numbers game. She played Olive, and I really like her. She's, like, so pretty. And, like, when I was going through the questions, there were questions like, what doll would you like to get? And I was thinking, oh, Samantha. And I was like, wait, I have her. But I sort of regret getting her just because she looks so much like Molly, and I have Molly. I don't know. I regret that they look so similar, but I don't regret getting her. Where did you come up with the names of your dolls? So a lot of the names of my characters or dolls or whatever are sort of renditions of famous people or characters in TV shows. For example, Nancy Petrie. Her last name is from the Dick Van Dyke Show, Rob Petrie. Millie Haver. I'm not a fan of the actress, but I thought her name was really cool. It's something Haver. She was married to Fred McMurray. I don't know, so I took that name. Marie Robinson right here is actually based off my aunt, because my aunt has like 7 cats, and she is just one of the best people I know. But her name is Robin, and her middle name is Marie, so I named her Marie Robinson. What's your least favorite doll from your collection? I don't really have one. If you could write a book about one of your dolls, which one would you choose? I think Julie would be the most interesting. Even though she's like barely in videos, I have this whole kind of plot set up for her because, you know, there's a video about her sister, and that kind of goes into her backstory of, you know, the South and all of that. And she also lives across the street, and she has some neighbors that you haven't met yet, but she has those. She has neighbors. Who was your first doll? My first doll was actually a doll that you don't see very often. If you go back into my past videos, which I don't recommend doing because they're hot messes, there's a doll there with like a strawberry wig that's kind of long with bangs, and that's her. She originally looked like me, and I do not have hair like that. And her name was Hannah because that is my name. And she's sort of my chameleon character. She plays all the characters that I don't have a doll for, so she usually plays Marvin. She's played the go-go dancer in the Fish Out of Water video. She played the government agent in The Spy in Our Living Room, but I've decided I need to give her a little more love because she's my first doll, so I just got her a new wig. Here she is. Someone asked, who voices your characters? This is an awesome question. I voice most of the characters. I voice most of the girls. My mom has voiced a few characters in the past, but our voices sound pretty similar, so you can't really tell when she does. But my dad voices Marvin, and he's very into it and takes it rather seriously, and I got him to record a little thing for you guys right now that he probably didn't want to do.
Hello, my name is Raymond, and I play Marvin in the stop-motion videos that Hannah makes. Please watch, and donations are welcome.
Okay, so someone asked me if I had a P.O. box. I do not. If that's something you guys would be interested in, I could think about doing it. Okay, so someone asked a few questions. Do you like filming AGSMs, and what inspires you to make the AGSMs? To be frank, I'd have to change my name. Sorry, that's my favorite joke ever. To be frank, I'm not a big fan of actually filming the stop motions because it's such a tedious process, but I very much enjoy writing the scripts and editing the videos and all of that. Whenever I watch a movie that's like really good or a TV show that's really good, I think, why can't I make stuff like this? And then I think, oh, I can, and then I want to make a video. So she also asked, do you ever feel like quitting in stop motions, and what do you do that keeps you motivated? I feel like quitting making stop motions all the time. I think, okay, what could I do that like I could use all my props that I still have and everything but not have to do the stop motion? I'm happy with the product, and that's what I do to motivate myself. Is I usually watch a video that I made like a while ago and I think, I made this really long video and it is okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it's good, and you can do it again. She also asked more questions. Did you ever think your channel was gonna get this far? So at the beginning of making my videos, I didn't really care about subscribers and all that, and then I was really interested. I was like, why I'm making these videos and nobody's watching them? And but then Tim Conway is like the best comedian ever, and I was watching some videos on his YouTube channel, and this video was just hilarious. It was super silly, but it was hilarious, of him and Ernie Anderson. And I liked the video, and then I went to the comments, you know, so I could like those comments that say things like, oh, why can't comedy still be like this, and all that stuff. and there were no comments. And then I looked up and there were literally 12 likes, including mine, and that made me realize that it doesn't really matter how many people watch your stuff as long as it's funny to you. So I don't really look at subscribers and all of that anymore. How did you film the Julie sister AGSM? Okay, I'm so happy someone asked this because I'm really proud of the effects, or at least I was when I made that video. I watched The Parent Trap for like the 100th time and I thought, I need to do this. So what I did was I stop motioned Julie and then I changed her clothes and I put her on the other side of the room and I stop motioned her and then I edited it together so it looked like they were both together. When do you take the time to make a video with school and all that busy stuff? A lot of people ask me things like this, like how do you juggle school and filming, and for me, my school is pretty unique in that we work on computers. I go to school every day, but we work on computers when we're at school. So we work all at a different pace. I don't really talk to anybody at school, so I get my work done pretty fast, and I'm usually ahead, so when I get home, I don't have homework, so I can work on the videos. But for someone who has a lot of homework, I just recommend, trying to do some homework at lunch, maybe. Have you ever made an AG stop motion without a script? I have not. I do not know how people do this. I was just talking to somebody about this, and I mean, it's just amazing how people can do this. How do you find the inspiration or the ideas for your videos? So for me, I usually get the ideas from movies or TV shows or something, or I take a bit of an episode of a show that I like or a movie and I sort of evolve about that. I think the best example for this is the robbery one. So in an episode of The Dick Van Dyke Show, The Ghost of Aishan, season 4 I think, they're at like a log cabin and there's a fold-out bed, or a fold-out couch that folds out into a bed. It folds up by itself, and I really liked that idea because I got Nanea's daybed from American Girl for Christmas, and I thought, I need to do that. So I took that idea.
Now wait, everybody just hold it. There's one thing I want to get straight before we go any further. This couch was open.
Everything is fine now, so Chrissy, you can go home. We can go back to bed. Maybe get some sleep, but before we do anything else, let's get one thing clear. This couch was open.
And I also took, I was inspired by a conversation in the Mary Tyler Moore Show about the difference between a word robbery and burglarized.
What time did this happen?
I don't know. It must have been while I was at work.
Oh, then you weren't robbed.
I wasn't?
You were burglarized.
That's a relief.
What happened to your fridge? Someone took it. Like a burglar? Well, since I was present, it's actually considered a robber.
And I sort of mushed it together and added my own stuff, and, I was just inspired by that. A lot of videos are also inspired by real life, like, for example, the fish video was based off of a story about my aunt and my cousin, and they actually thought someone stole their fish.
It must have just jumped out or is under a rock or something. Trust me, I know a robbery when I see one.
What's your favorite video you've ever made? I usually aim for the style and the style of writing of the stormy weather and the Nancy's Going Crazy video. They're not the best quality videos at all, but I do like the style of the writing and that it's mostly character based and everything like that. Have you always loved the aesthetic of the vintage style, or did you adopt it with your channel? I love how unique your content is from other age YouTubers, and I've always wondered what inspires or drew you to stick with this theme.
First of all, you were really nice, and I'm glad you liked the channel. And I actually didn't really set out to make my channel have this certain aesthetic or whatever. I like old TV and I like old movies, and most of the music I listen to is old, and I've always been like that. I watch some new stuff, but I can never really enjoy it as much as the retro stuff, and I like the clothes from that time and the houses and just the cars and all that stuff. So it was just sort of a given for me to make my videos like this. And for people also asked why I don't use modern electronics, and I personally think that there's more comedy so it's a lot more interesting to watch a doll hemming a dress on someone than it is to just watch them staring at a computer screen. And I personally like the feeling of the dolls being more together and doing things together than being on the computer, which I think is sadly something that happens a lot now. So basically that. Wow, okay, sorry, my old lady is showing. Just so you know, I do a lot of stuff on the computer as well. I've been really into video games recently, which I'm usually not, but yeah, it's becoming a bit of a obsession. So if you play Animal Crossing New Leaf, let me know so we can exchange friend codes. Okay, you guys, this is going a lot longer than I thought it would, and there's still a lot more questions to go, a lot more technical questions, and a lot more personal questions, like how old I am and all that junk. So I'm going to be doing a second part to this video, which should be coming out in a few days. Since this is just going way too long, I recorded this for 40 minutes, and I didn't even get to all the questions. So I will see you guys soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Really quick, I'm really curious, when do you guys start school, and what grade are you going into, if you can say? I start school in just a few days, and that's not that exciting. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.